Hey guys, come on in here. I just wanted to go ahead and start the live 10 minutes early. That way I'm out there. I'm probably going to keep it on mute for a while. The kids are getting themselves out of the house to go outside to play. You guys type the screen, share it, get it out there. Hey guys, y'all just come on in here. I wanted to go ahead and start this live 10 minutes early because I know how people are. I need to get on up in here. I got Anthony's live playing in the background.
Yeah, in here just getting started, letting a few more people come in and we'll start talking. Thank you.
This is something else. Thank y'all. Tap that screen. Tap that screen.
I'm gonna spell that quickly. I see a lot of questions about the turtles.
Ah.
I don't know either.
Let's see. We're gonna add somebody. Let's see.
Savannah, Mona or Sasha, can y'all unblock Feisty? She's actually a friendly.
I haven't unlocked anybody today.
Miss Savannah, hang on. Let's make you a. Let's see. Savannah, I got you.
It says that it's allowing comments.
And also, the people that are in here right now, if y'all can think of anything, I'm making me a little list right here. I want to make sure I touch base on everything that has happened in the last month that Anthony has done. So if y'all could think of anything that, you know, is off the top of your head that you feel like I need to address tonight, please feel free to message that in the comments.
Jesus Christ, I'm trying to have
I will not be, the moderators will not be, let me turn his voice down, Lord. It is all about you, Anthony, but let me turn you down a bit, buddy. Hold on. I ain't gonna talk over you. Pause it. Okay, so, we won't be doing no hate stuff in here. I'm not gonna be, if Anthony is in the live and he wants to say some things, I told him to unblock me. If I see him in here, I will definitely invite him to this live. Any of his followers that wants to come over and watch this live, they're more than welcome. If they have questions, they can ask their questions. That is fine. But what we won't be putting up with is victim shaming. We will not be putting up with no disrespect because we're adults and we're going to handle this like adults. Well, white trash adults, you know what I mean? But what I'm trying to say is I want everybody to be able to ask any kind of questions that they have. We can do this live very civil. And because, I mean, we don't know if his followers, you know, what they really know and what they really see. They might not have done their research, you know what I mean? And they might really be. Yeah. Hey, girl.
I'm gonna put myself on mute because I'm just doing some stuff right now, but I'm here to support you.
Thank you, Bella.
No worries.
Okay, so what is going on? Okay, a recap. I can go ahead. I'm sorry, that was my neighbor asking me if I've seen the giant turtle in my hammock creek. Okay, so here's a quick recap. Anthony Blackwell, he's known, like his big thing was Nurse Hannah, advocating for her children. He went all out. He threw every little detail that he could. He found her. He doxed her. He done all these things. And when I saw him on this app, this wasn't the first time I've seen him on the app, okay? I'm going to go ahead and make that clear. This will be the second time, but the first time that I saw him, I made a comment about it. And it was me not even knowing about the rest of my family now. That, I was trying to, I probably could have said it differently, but I was asking him, hey, why do you think it was okay for you to try to assault me? And then he blocked me. And you know what? At that point, I thought that he was just a hurt kid. Well, whenever Nurse Hannah came out and about, okay, I'm gonna mute you, okay? When the Nurse Hannah thing came out, I told the family, hey guys, look who it is. And it's in a family Snapchat. And they were like, I told them my story. And then here's another victim. Here's another victim's story. And these are all in the same family. Okay. By the end of our family Snapchat, we had 6 victims. Okay. I made that TikTok and then Anthony disappeared. He disappeared. He had to go and change his name. He had to go and get legal representation. He had to find out what he could and could not say. He stayed gone for about 2 weeks. Then he popped back up with his, hey guys, hold on a second. Let me mute this. The kids are coming through. We got a lot of kids here, so y'all are going to have to bear with me here. So where was I at?
First time, and then the second time.
Oh, yes. Okay. So he came out with this poor pitiful hymn. He didn't do it. He was gonna do everything he could and press the charges to the limit, this, that, and the other, and he has got legal things in the works. Okay, well, this is before I got a lot of information from people on the TikTok the very first time that this story came out. Why didn't you go to the cops? This, that, and the other. Well, at the end of it, the family said, hey, we're going to go. We're going to file a police report. I mean, we'll do that. It was 24 years ago.
We knew nothing could be done legally.
We knew nothing could be done legally because there was no evidence. We didn't know about each other, and we didn't know exactly what was going on with Anthony. You know what I mean? So we didn't have. It was it was like the late 90s, early 2000s. I mean, y'all,
I was in 2000.
hello, Bella. Please come in, and if you have any questions from the welding salesman that you guys would like for me to answer, you're more than welcome to ask them right here in this comment section. You will not be blocked as long as you have some respect for me. Oh, okay, that's my Bella. Oh, okay, never mind. I see what you're saying. Sorry, guys. Bella, you're more than welcome to be in here. You can ask your questions. I'm not Anthony. I'm not worried about questions being asked because I have no lies to keep up with. So if you and any of Anthony's followers have any questions, the family is going to be right here to answer any of those. Let me see if I have any of the other families in. Y'all, I'm ADHD, so if I get sidetracked, I apologize. Oh, she's not on yet, but I'm going to go ahead and invite Serena.
You're getting 2 messages. Do I go ahead and join?
Go ahead and join, yeah. Let's see. Let me find. Yeah, I'm just trying to find all of my family on here and make sure they're getting the invites and stuff. Because it is just now 6:59. Oh, Willie B, because I don't know if Serena has. Listen, y'all, Serena just created a TikTok. We all know the rules. If she doesn't have enough followers, I think it's 50 followers now. Her husband is on here. Oh, thank you, girl. So
tell them all Serena's thing and have them go follow her so she can go
hey
live.
guys, hey, if you guys will do this, I would like for her to go live on her own account. Serena Blackwell, that is the the big mouth of our family. So if you don't care, will you go and add her? That way she has enough followers to, I don't know if she won't have multi-guests. You have to go live 3. You guys, I'm going to, my baby Josiah, y'all, sorry. Hey, Serena. Yes, girl. I can invite her into my box even though, okay. Hey, Ashley, I'm going to mute you for just a second, okay?
You won't be able to see her.
There it is. Why can't I mute it? Hey, Ashley, can you mute yourself for just a second? Ella, can you mute? There you go. Awesome. Sorry. Thank you guys. Thank you guys. I'm going to go ahead and invite her. Let's see.
Did you hear me?
Yes, dear.
Before you get 50 followers, you can go live. You just can't video live.
Oh, I got you.
She'll be able to join you, just her voice. Like
Okay.
Ashley Ramey did.
Okay, well. Hey, girl, hey. Why is... Hey, Ashley, why are you froze, girl?
Yeah, it's not your account.
Okay. Hey, Lisa.
Hey, how are you?
I'm doing good. I'm doing good. Let's see. I got another one.
You're gonna have to add boxes.
How do I add boxes? Hey, Lisa, do you know how you add boxes on here?
I don't know if you can add anymore.
Do what now?
I don't know if you can add anymore, but I can drop out. If you need more boxes, I'll drop out.
Serena would be the only one. And then
Serena will probably can be up in the box, and then Tiff and Carly can show their faces on this one. She's gonna have hers up. I thought I saw somebody have like a couple boxes on theirs. We're learning this all together here.
let me see your thing.
Sorry, guys.
Shannon showed me how to do this.
Who's froze?
You were Ashley.
I know. So crazy.
Your favorite villain, that is my friend. She would know exactly how to tell you.
You have to change the layout, or
That's what-
have a super mod do it.
Who is anybody a super mod? I don't know what that
Bella
means.
is.
Bella is.
Yes. Kay is.
Kay is. It says that you have to have a super mod do it.
Says I need live access. Serena said.
Add more boxes? Yes. Is there any way that you know how to do that? Because we do not.
Oh, I'm not on my phone. Sorry, guys. There it is. I gotta see who's this. Except there's a Mike Christie. Except so.
I'm gonna get out.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Let's see. I'm gonna mute you.
Here you go.
Good job. Okay. Hey, everybody, come in. Tap the screen. Tap the screen. Share this live out. Like, share, comment. Do all the things that we all need to do. There we go.
Serena Blackwell, you're at 43 followers. You need 7 more, and Serena will be on there.
Okay, who's this? Except
Villain wants a box. I don't know who that is. That's what they're screaming.
update
Supermod
maximum
villain.
number of spots. Change. Ooh, there we go. Okay, let's see.
Villain is my friend. She's amazing.
Okay,
She,
baby. Hey, everybody. Hey, guys, sorry.
where is Sabrina? and I will follow her. Who's the mod? Can you pin Serena Blackwell's name up at the top? I'm not a mod.
Back down here.
Well, you thought you were asking
Can't
for
pin
me.
with boxes. Oh, you can't. Oh, I always thought you could.
Your favorite villain. There she is.
It's just trying to help you with the layout.
Hey guys.
How are you?
I'm good, thank you.
She's amazing.
Yeah, I was just trying to help you with the layout so that you knew what you were doing, but you got it. So
Thank you. Yes,
I'm,
ma'am.
I'm just gonna kick back and listen. And I sent it to a couple of people so that they could also listen as well. But I don't want to hold up your box. But I'm here.
Thank you, ma'am.
No problem.
There's Sierra. I'm trying to make sure I got the family members in here. Let me try. I'm going to try and see if Butters wants to come in. If he doesn't, that's going to be fine. But I do want him to be able to tell his truth as far as him coming, every other weekend with his brother.
Hey, Serena.
She's in there.
She's in the chat. Is she in the chat?
Can you not add her yet? You want to try to find out my?
Huh?
Try to find out my sign in so she can use my account.
I mean, yeah, if you wanted to. I'm trying to find Serena. How do I find her in the search box? Like,
Okay, let me see it.
she's not even in my lives.
She is. I thought you just said.
Yeah, I thought so too, but I don't see her name.
Oh, you can't search when you're live. You have to scroll through.
Oh, I thought. There she is, right there. There she is, see?
Except Brady's. Yes, ma'am. I got you.
There we go.
Except.
Tony, if you need to drop me at any time, you can. Just, to add somebody else in.
Same.
I'll
Okay.
be in the comments. So.
Yes,
Hey,
ma'am.
I see you.
Carol, are you in here?
I'm in here.
All right, sweetheart. Okay, so the first thing that I want everybody to do, I want you guys, that's Serena right here is Willie B. She doesn't have enough followers to go live. She's here to support me and also tell you her truth as far as Anthony and who he never heard her side of the story, like as far as her voice. So, Serena, if you want to, you can go ahead and tell everybody your truth and what you know, and you have the floor. Sorry.
Why do I have to go first, though?
Everybody else has already went.
Everybody's already went.
Has Ashley gone?
Yes.
Ashley, would you like to go ahead and tell yours?
She's went. She did it last time we went live. It is literally Serena and Steven. It's the only two people.
Here you go. Ashley, go ahead. Hey, Ashley. If you want to go ahead and go, you can go ahead and go. I know we're everywhere. Bear with me, guys. I'm so sorry.
I've actually come on a few lives and talked about mine. with on Ashley's lives. But I was the youngest victim it was between 8 and 10, and I was one of the first victims that we know of. And we were playing hide no seek behind my aunt and uncle's house. He took the opportunity to go ahead. It's cutting in and out on my end.
I think we're getting reported is what's going on here. The family. Yes. Okay. Ashley, is it still lagging? Is everybody freezing up over here?
Of course, my internet's going in and out.
It's not your internet. What do I do, guys? Because I know it's him recording. I'm going to restart, guys. Come right back, okay? I'm so sorry. When he came back, he had changed his name. His name was That One Narcissist to the Welding Salesman. And this is a side note. So I am a welder. I am a supervisor at a welding manufacturing plant. So hence on why Anthony wanted to be the welding salesman. Okay, well, he sent me a cease and desist letter. Okay, I might be a felon, but I'm not new to being sued or civil lawsuit. I am new to being sued civilly or anything like that. So I got scared. I did. I was like, oh my God, he can sue me because I do not have the evidence. Like none of us do. We don't have the evidence. All we have was our stories. So I did. My TikTok went viral. Then it got banned. So I created a new TikTok. I gave him a new name. He was the Boogeyman, aka Thumbs, because I said I wasn't gonna go quiet, but I did get scared. So I did make up a new TikTok with, aliases, so that, anyway, down the road.
I don't want to interrupt you, Tashley, but Steven's asking to come up.
Steven wants to come up?
Yeah, Steven said accept my request. I didn't mean to interrupt you, but I didn't think you seen it. They gonna let us both do it.
Yeah, it will. You just have to, one of y'all have to turn your mic off.
You have to mute it.
There you go. Okay. So, anyway, Anthony had sent me a summons. Well, y'all, I got terrified. I didn't understand a summons was.
That's crazy. It says Ashley's live, but when I click on that live, it goes, whoop.
It's phone off. I've done none of that.
Sorry, guys. So where was I at? The summons. Okay, well, I didn't realize how simple it was to respond to a summons. I thought it was deeper than just telling my truth. You know what I mean? So I waited till the last day and I typed up my summons and I sent it out. He got it. I sent it out the day it was supposed to be there. Well, he waited a whole month to respond on this summons. And then he said that I contradicted myself in this summons in 2 paragraphs. And then, y'all, I'm new to the civil stuff. So I was trying to do what was right and fill out a request to extend time. Yes, it might have been on the wrong docket paper, but I was trying to do what was right, like legally. So I sent that paper along with my response. Well, he came on here and he wanted to say, well, can't wait for this live because you've contradicted yourself in 2 paragraphs. Well, what did I do? I took a picture of that response and I posted it here on TikTok for everyone to see what I had to say. Okay, well, everything kept going down the line and Anthony had created a false sex offender registry with my name, my face, living on Cox Road. And when I saw this TikTok, I was like, how in the world? For a I'm not gonna say a simple mind, but for a quick glimpse, it looked really convincing, and I'm like, all right, you literally just that is slander. You just created something that wasn't true. Well, anyways, Serena here. She hadn't made a TikTok. I told you guys about my family and about his victims. I didn't tag them in anything or bring it to their attention unless need be. But when Anthony decided to fake a sex offender registry, Serena had enough. So Serena had created her TikTok. And then she asked me the next time that I went live, she would like to come. And I knew my Aunt Christy wanted to come. And I didn't know if Steven was going to come, but I'm glad he's here. But you guys have not ever gotten to hear Serena nor Steven's story. And Christy is here because Anthony wanted to say that he was withdrawn from school. So that was the proof he was never around. Well, that's funny because Butter, I messaged him and I said, hey, I need to know your truth. Did you and Anthony not come and see your daddy every other weekend? And I posted that, yes. Until 1998, I think he said. They stopped coming in 1998 for a little while. Well, my Aunt Christy right here is Serena and Steven's mama. And I'm going to let her come up and let you guys hear what she has to say as far as her going and picking the boys up. Steven, do you want to let her use your mic? Can you hear me? There you go. There you go, Aunt Christy. You have the floor.
Okay. Yes, they come to their dad's house every other weekend. They withdrew from school because Matthew had custody of them for a while. Then they went to live with Rhonda, but they still come every other weekend. And then when Rhonda got with that new boyfriend, they didn't come for a while. But then they started coming back, and I know they come back because I would go pick them up every other weekend, either at Fairmount on Highway 53 or at the end of 108 on Highway 20 going towards Cartersville. Every other weekend. And I would pick both of them up and bring them back to my house because my brother lived downstairs in my basement. So yes, Tony was involved in our life his whole life.
Okay, so I wanted my Aunt Christy, I'm glad that she came on here because my Aunt Christy didn't know about Brother Man's story. She just recently found out. So if Aunt Christy would have known about Brother's story, Anthony wouldn't be in the free world. Brother just recently, before all this happened, he had actually just recently come out and told a family friend, and she had posted that here on this app. Also, what else am I trying to address here? Oh, the sex offender registry. I want everyone also to know, everybody that is in this live is my family, and they were there when I signed my rights away. They know why I signed my rights away. And it wasn't because I was taking photos of my children to support my drug habit. I'll let you guys know right off the rip that I got with a drug dealer because I was a drug addict. But, hold on, guys. Sorry, guys. We got kids coming.
Ashley, if you can hear me, hon, to try to not use words that can get you bananered.
Oh.
Say essay and rug and stuff like that, hon, okay?
Oh, guys. Oh, I'm so sorry.
You're good, hon. Keep going.
All right. Well, where are we at now? But anyway, Ashley, if you want to go ahead and give them a recap of your truth with Anthony, that way we can go ahead and start with the victim's stories.
Okay, I'm Ashley. I was one of the first known victims. I did come out and say something, but there was two other teenagers that backed him up and said nothing happened. But we were playing hide and seek behind my aunt's house, and I remember the blue jean skirt, and he lifted me up in a tree, and things happened, and so it started early in his life. I know for sure because I was born in '90, so that was '98. No, it would be before '98. So I was younger than that actually. I was probably 6 or 7.
Thank you, Ashley, so very much. So Ashley was whenever I made that second TikTok, she was victim number 1. Okay. Serena, would you like to come up and tell everybody your truth and what has happened with you and what you know about Anthony?
So I am Serena Blackwell. Steven is my brother. Christy is my mom. Nothing ever happened to me. And when, the police reports that's going around and all that and all the stuff that he said about that, I made the police report and I told them just this, but nothing ever happened to me. He did try I guess you would call it grooming. The first instance, he talks about the 176 Mulkey Roadhouse and they Zillowed it and did all this stuff and went on maps. That was my home. That was my childhood home. So our house burned down when I was in 3rd grade. And so while they were rebuilding our house, which was my Uncle Mark and my Uncle Matthew, which is their dad, we lived in a trailer on the property while they were rebuilding it. So the first instance, whenever they first started coming back around, they were teenagers. Like I said, I was in 3rd, 4th grade, and so my mom had this desktop computer, and it was on a desk that was next to her bed. And so I'm in there on the computer, and he comes in there, and he goes on rotten.com. I don't know if y'all remember rotten.com way back in the day. But it was gory, nasty, perverted posts that's on rotten.com. And so he asked me, and Mom, you can contest to this because you walked back there and saw me sitting in his lap. And after I came out of the bedroom, you told me not to do that anymore. But he had asked me to sit in his lap. That was the first instance. And then the second, when our house was built at 176 Mulkey Road in Dawsonville, Georgia, we had a pool room. We had a pool table. It seems like it's always a desk and a computer, I swear. He was in the pool room on the computer, and I walked past it, and he asked me to flash him. And I was like, what? And I told my mom, and then my mom goes and gets Uncle Matthew because they lived in the basement downstairs. That was their house down there.
I was there that day.
And so I told my mom, and so they questioned him, and he's like, no, I didn't. I asked her to get me a flashlight. Mind you, it's the middle of the day, and the pool room, our game room had windows all the way around. So, no. Bullshit. Bullshit.
Don't say that. Don't close.
But that was it. He never tried anything else with me because, like I said, I told.
Thank you so much, Serena. I really appreciate it. And do you don't mind clarifying for the world whenever, I was a drug addict, correct? I was not a kitty diddler. Rug addict. I'm sorry, rug addict. I was not a kitty diddler.
Well, Ashley, I know you my whole life.
Oh, you want me to confirm that? No.
Yeah, sorry. Yes, I know it's crazy to have to do something like that, but I mean, you guys were around. Y'all saw me. Y'all got to see the police mug shots and.
No, but we were there before
If
that.
I had any like concern of that or thought that, you would not be around my kids.
Thank you, Serena. That was like something that I really wanted to clear up, but I also wanted to give you guys, because I mean, I talk about you guys. You guys are the reason why I continue to do this. You know what I'm saying? So I'm glad that you came to this live and you shared your truth. Hey, Stephen, would you like to come up?
He's on the phone right now, I don't think. His camera, like his picture on the way too.
I seen a comment asking how old he was when that was going on. I know Serena said she was like third or fourth grade. She said teenager, but like a younger teenager.
He was probably like 16 or
2001. We rebuilt in 2002.
No, Mom. No. Our house burned down when I was in third grade because Miss Murray was my teacher. I vividly remember like when we had to go live in that cabin and Miss Murray took me to buy me clothes at the mall. I was in third grade. Whatever year it is, that's what grade I was in. I graduated in 2012.
It was 2010.
So it was 2003. Maybe the end of 2002 because it happened on November 11th.
It was the end of 2002 because I got Chandler in 2003 and we had already moved in the new house.
Okay, so what year was Anthony born?
Future Mike.
86, I believe.
Okay. So he was 16, 17. He was well into his teens then.
I don't remember exactly what year it was. We lived in a trailer in front of where our house was being built. So it was well after the house had burnt down. And then, so he got me for a few years, like 5 or 6 years actually. I don't even know, like there's no way to, I'm a grown ass man, okay? I have no reason, and to be completely honest with you, me and Ashley Smith have never been close enough for me to try to back her on anything that involves any of this. I keep to myself. I don't need attention from anybody. I live my own life. So for years he made me like his thing was we take turns. I didn't know. I can't even remember how old I was. I guess because I blocked most of that out. But it went along. We lived in a single wide trailer while his dad and my uncles were building my house. So for years it went along in the bedroom. You walk in the front door and turn left in the living room, and you go across the living room, and then you go down this little hallway, and there's the first bedroom on the left. My Aunt Janice and Uncle Matthew lived in the very back bedroom, and I don't know. He would make me he would do me and then make me do him, and so that went on for a few years, and then we moved in the big blue house when it finally got done being built, and then I don't know if he quit coming around for a little bit, and then when he came back, Matt was coming around with Ashley, and Tony was coming around with a girl named Jennifer. So when Matt and Ashley would come over, they would get my bedroom, and then when Tony would come over, he never really usually got my bedroom, but he brought that girl with him, and I don't. So him and her took my twin mattress, or my twin, and I made a pallet in the floor. And they were making out or whatever up there, and he reached down and like pulled my shirt. So I assumed, like, just given what had been going on for the last how many ever years, so I unzipped my pants because I didn't know any better, and he like swatted my hand away, and then he like pulled my shirt for me to get up in the bed, and so when I got up there, that girl Jennifer got on top of me, and we started doing whatever. And then I remember I didn't know, so like I was trying to take her shirt off, and I like ripped her tank top. Cause I was fucking like 10 years old. I didn't know what to. But I do recall that one thing that she said was like, "Oh wow, you're really big for a 10-year-old." And then after that, he was gone for a while, and then he came back one Easter, and he had a hatchback Honda Civic of some sort, and he tried to get me to ride to the Easter at my Aunt Cindy's house. And that was I didn't ride with him then, and that was the last time he quit coming around after that. I guess because I got to an age where I was kind of old enough to tell, or it wasn't. I don't know.
Big enough to stand up for yourself.
Stephen, thank you so much for coming out here and telling your story. And I'm sorry that Anthony done all that, and I'm sorry that you're having to relive that. I told you guys that I would be the voice for you guys, and I'm truly sorry that happened, and I'm sorry that it took this long for something to be done or something to be said. And I love you so very much. And no, me and Steven have never been that close. No, we haven't. So, does anybody have anything that they want to say? I mean, Carly, do you want to come in here and say anything? She's pretty much told you guys the last two lives. Okay, well, here she comes. Here.
I personally want to point out the fact that some of mine and Steven's stories, sorry Steven to throw you out there, dude, but resembles some of the shit that me and him possibly went through with Anthony. Am I correct or no? Because everything that you're saying, it brings back childhood memories for me. Not only, like, I feel like we were not only groomed for him, but he groomed us to do certain things with each other. Because around the same time he's doing this shit to you, he's teaching me things. And then, like, you obviously know that I lost my virginity to you. We did that on Granny Blackwell's couch. That happened. And I remember the next time I met with Anthony, he told me, I know you're okay to do this now. And my curious thought would be, was he messing around with you at the same time he was me? Because if anything, you had to be telling him like certain things for him to know certain things. Does that make sense? And that being said, I feel like we were not only groomed for him, but he groomed us all certain ways to where he knew certain people was okay to mess with and certain people wasn't okay to be messed with. I came from a mom that was a crackhead. Meth lab being busted in the laundry room type shit. My dad's getting me and my brothers randomly. Hasn't seen us in 8-9 years. My mom ran off with us to Florida. That being said, he saw the perfect victim in me. I feel like he picked certain ones and went for them. And obviously, if you knew my life and you knew Steven's life, you knew Serena's life, and you knew everyone else's life, you would see that these people that are coming out as victims were affected by this person. My relationships are wholeheartedly affected by this person, Anthony Blackwell. Wholeheartedly fucked up my whole thinking process when it comes to being with someone.
Hey, Carly, I don't want to interrupt, but watch
no
the
offense,
words
but some people choose, certain ways to cope with certain things that's happened to them as kids or as adults. Some of us went down that path and got out of it. Praise God for that. And then some of us just choose not to talk about it. And that being said, I feel like we were all touched in a certain way.
Yes,
Right.
ma'am. Hey, sorry guys. I had to go change. So,
Paper.
So it just gave me a restriction on my live. Does anybody have any questions whatsoever that they would like for me to answer or would like for me to address in this live?
Yeah, I'm just going to echo. Watch the words and what's being said.
Restart. Okay, am I freezing up?
Yep, really bad.
Allegedly,
Oh.
he's made. where he commented on your post trying to say that couldn't have been really him because it don't show the full name on the live
Thank
that
you,
he joined.
Jersey. Thank you, girl.
I was in
Hey,
that live
AK,
and it
yes, you're more than welcome to. Yes,
that
hold
popped
on.
up. It wasn't a false
I'm
name.
glad that you could make it to this live.
It was the full name.
You've been on it since you found out about everything. And where you at? Can you send me a request, AK?
Kelly, what were you saying?
Oh, let's see. Hold on, guys. Sorry. Trying to find you, AK. I'm gonna let AK come up and ask any questions she's got. I'm not seeing her. Hey, Bella, do you see it? It's the welding salesman.
Hey, in the comments, people are saying, "Oh, this person's problematic. This person's that." We're not gonna do that here. We're trying to bring awareness for Ashley
Yeah.
and them.
Why is it not letting me
I know
invite?
some
I
of the
can't even find her in any of the
supporters
things.
have grudges.
Bella, are you able to
against
see her
these people. We're
anywhere?
not doing that here.
Is there charges? Okay, so Kelly, our family went February the 21st, Anthony's birthday, to go and give our reports. We already knew it was going to be a long shot because it had happened over 24 years ago, but we thought being so many victims that they would, at least investigate it because Tiffany actually in 2020 had gotten text messages from Anthony that were inappropriate. He was trying to open up doors to see how far he could take it with Tiffany. Hey, men do things that is nasty to wash off their faces and send me a picture, and I'm a weirdo. Is that okay? Like, that is like phrases to try to open up doors to see how far he could take that relationship. And that's with his baby sister. That was 2020, y'all. That was 5 years ago. He ain't changed. Imagine how many victims he could have. Is that her? Let's see. Where did AK go?
I thought she wanted.
Yes, the
This is my
screenshots.
worry.
Yes,
I worry
I
about
put
his
those
own
up.
children.
My questions: are you concerned about his children? Yes.
Yes,
So,
I am.
me. I'm pretty. I think
We are.
me and a few others have called. I have not received any call back from them yet. We did have a big creator on here that Anthony was confiding in them about his divorce with his wife and how he was not allowed upstairs around his children at this time. But this is not something that I read myself. So, but I mean, we had already heard stories about, we see where Anthony lives, where his videos are being made. They're in the basement, Yes, of course. We're worried about his children and every other children on this app. Okay. Yes, ma'am. Oh, there she is. Hey, girl.
Hey, I just want to say
You're
how
muted,
proud
baby.
I am.
Oh, wait. No, you're not. There you go.
Shit.
Sorry.
Hold on a second. My damn ear. I'm very you. I know I'm kind of late to the game, but I really wasn't. I was in the background watching and taking everything in to make sure that everything was kind of. I want to be able to speak on all of you though, and I want to know if I can. I did record some of this. I don't know if you guys let me use it or not. We should have part of that. Doing. Hold on. Hold on. I'm a mess right now.
I know I can't hear you.
Can you all hear me? I can't hear you guys.
AK was asking the family if it's okay that she uses our stories. If any of y'all don't want that, please let us know. Is that what you were asking, AK? If you could use their stories, if you could post it or whatnot?
Yeah, if I
I
can
don't. I
talk
don't.
on it. Um, I've been talking a lot about things, but everybody's like, "Where's the proof? Where's the proof? Where's the proof?" And I haven't really posted anything. So I was telling everybody to come here and to make sure that they support you guys and listen to the proof. Listen, because not everybody thinks that there has to be somebody on the offenders list. Okay, that doesn't mean that somebody didn't do something because they're not on a predator list.
Right.
I mean, I'm sorry. I know I have haters in here. Some people hate on me. It is what it is.
So this is when I came into the live. All the people that are in this live is because they wanted to help spread awareness, and I will not tell nobody no to spread awareness on AP3 that is on this app. This is our story, but I want to spread every bit of awareness that I can. So I will not be telling no one no, because that's more listening ears. And it's not just also about Anthony. This is about family CSA survivors, because family CSA happens more than everybody knows. So yes, I would love anybody that wants to help my family spread awareness of our boogeyman. That way, maybe we can save somebody else.
Can I say something?
But
Yes,
what blows
ma'am.
my mind,
I need to say something, guys.
what blows my mind is he.
Wait,
But
let me say something, guys. I actually reached out to AK. I reached out to her and asked her if she would help. So she did not insert herself into this. I reached out to her. So anybody who's in here saying that she's inserting herself, blame me, man, if you've got a problem. Because this isn't about AK and your problems with her. This is about Anthony Blackwell. So if you have a problem with AK, take it somewhere else.
yeah, this has nothing to do. This is about my family story.
There's a lot of people that don't like people, but here's the thing: on stuff like this, we need to come together. I don't care if you like me or not, but on things like this, we need to stick together. Keep your shit about me with me if you've got a problem with me.
Yes, truth is the truth.
You have a lot of credibility, actually. I just don't have credibility with some of the justice, and I'm saying some of the justice for scammers. All right, and I'm sorry that you feel that way about me. All right, but take it to somewhere else.
Yes, this is all
anyway,
about
I'm at work. I love your all faces. Right. I'm glad you're telling your story. I will keep being loud about it because I don't care what others think about me. Have a good day and keep doing this. All right, keep doing this. You guys.
Thank you so much. And Chrissy, you were saying something. You go right ahead. You got the floor. You unmute that thing.
Yeah, sorry, Christy. I just had to say that.
I mean, he has proved himself to be a liar because in the beginning he said it wasn't him, and he posted a picture of somebody else, and then he didn't know us, and then he just made up one lie after another. Where's his proof that he didn't do it? All he's proved is he's a liar.
I won't be long. I just wanted to say that I'm sorry that y'all have to go through this, and I know it's difficult when people are trying to discredit y'all. Like it's a lot, but I also wanted to say something that AK just said is that, you know, people are asking about a registry, and I did talk about this a little bit on my live today, because the statute of limitations, victims are not right in their head within 5 years. People are still reeling. They're not even ready to address it, right? I'm sure that, I don't know how old you are, but I did talk about this briefly as well. With, like, when I was a kid, it was, you know, everything was hush hush, right? And we didn't talk about it. And now, just because he's not on a registry, I'm sure that a lot of survivors their perp isn't on a registry. That doesn't mean that he didn't do it. One is one thing, but there are 8. That's just not possible. It's not possible. And I want y'all to know I support you. I have a small army of people that will trust that I'm leading them in the right direction. And we're all here for you. Yeah, that's a pattern. Exactly.
Hey, can I jump in and say something?
Sure.
So I've been with Serena for 10 years, and I saw a lot of people commenting when this started happening. Why didn't anybody speak up before? All these stories are just fabricated. I've been with Serena for 10 years, and I knew about what happened with her with him 10 years ago. This isn't because he blew up on TikTok.
No, I remember. I know I'm repeating myself, and I apologize. In my live today, I said, I remember. I think it was a death in the family, and I believe it was Ashley that made a video and said he wasn't even allowed at the funeral or something along those lines. I remember that. So I knew that it was a thing. And when he started making videos about Gabby, I made a public statement and said, that's not, there's some allegations there. I'm just not comfortable aligning myself with him. And I had no idea that it was, I had private conversations with people telling them, you don't want to be near him. There's some things going on over there. But I had no idea that it was like this. I had no idea until last night. And you guys are really strong to come up and do this, and we are going to be loud about it. He doesn't know how loud I can get, and I had some conversations with some very large creators today about it, and they are with you. So
Hey, I want to say something too. So this is just maybe a thought that I have, but I've told my family members this too. So this is like how real it is to me. So Anthony, his second born, because he had the one that he gave up for adoption. Technically his firstborn son that he has now. When he was born, he was perfectly fine. He was perfectly healthy. Nothing wrong with this kid, right? So later, like as he's grows up, I'm not really sure what happened that caused this, but this child lost all mobility in his hands. And I have told my husband and I've told my family, I think that's the good Lord saying, hey, history repeats itself and things like that, that's not going to happen again, because after he was born, they had like 3 daughters. So I think like that was like a, it's stopping right here.
yeah, I have a deep concern for his kids at this point, and that's scary. That's scary.
Well, yeah, I had somebody in my inbox, Villain, and she said that she was a pretty big creator and that she had lost her account, but he had confided in her deeply. And because everybody's asking about his wife, does she know? Does she? And of course she knows. But anyway, she said that he was divorcing, and from what she could tell, that he was not allowed around his children. But he's still in that home. He still has access to them, and not all abuse is physical, so.
Yeah,
Does anybody have any questions? Like, does anybody, is Anthony in here? Have we seen any, Bella, have we seen any hatefuls or anybody that seems like they're still
I've been
lost?
checking. I know Bella was in here for like a minute. I haven't seen Murphy, the inhumane research survivor, who's his other mod. I have not seen her in here. If anybody's seen her.
I can say that there was a girl that he was tagging in a lot of his videos. She is a friend of mine, and I messaged her last night when I started digging and said distance immediately, and that was before I knew as much as I do now, and she is no longer over there in any way, shape, or form.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I know he was tagging Funny Bunny and a couple of
Susanna. Savannah is a good friend of mine.
So are you talking about Savannah,
Savannah
Smiles?
Smalls.
Yep.
So yeah, that's kind of a whole nother subject because I had tried telling her and telling her and telling her.
I did as well.
Right. And I know that's not what this live is about, but Savannah really has, she made a very nasty video about me saying that
About you?
Yes. Yes. I tagged her, I stitched her in a video and I said, don't support this guy. And she made a very nasty video about me on her page and basically I'm sorry, villain, but I have it screen recorded that she was.
No, you're good. You're good. I believe you.
She muted me. She went and muted me when I tried to stick up for the victims in his live, and then he blocked me, and I have it screen recorded.
I could take care of it. I have Ashley on Facebook now, so I have a line of communication so that I'll take care of that. But I know that she is no longer supporting him. She has blocked him.
Yeah, she blocked me too.
The allegations are, there's no, I mean, for you guys, you have to say allegation. Anthony is our family P3. He has groomed, raped, molested family members on both sides. So in this live, I did not talk about the message that I got from the cousin on the mom's side. She said that she was so glad that the family had come out about this, that we were not the only people that this has happened to. And
so there were more than 8?
Well, that's part of the 8. They're actually...
Okay.
I hate to say that, yes, the numbers have climbed, but I will not speak on things that I could get in trouble for. The things I will speak on are what I do know.
Mm-hmm.
There was another victim. I will not give the last name. Her first name was Elizabeth. Actually, it is Serena's stepsister, and she was touched by Anthony when she was younger, and I verified this. I messaged her out of the blue. I said, "Hey, girl, I'm Ashley. Do you remember me? Do you remember Anthony?" And she said yes. And then she says, "What's these questions for?" And I told her. She said, "Yes, he did touch me, but I do not want to be involved." I said, "That's okay. You won't be involved, but I just know that I'm."
Did you
going to
record
continue
that
doing what
and
I'm
post
doing.
it? Did you record it and post it?
Yes, ma'am.
I saw it. I saw it.
I got photos and everything. Yes,
Yeah,
ma'am.
I saw it. I was
Yes,
digging
ma'am.
last night through your account. I think it might have come up, and I just went and did some digging, and then it makes me sick. I don't have any words. I am a firm believer that people like that don't have a platform, right? And that's where I plant my flag. I don't think that people with backgrounds like that belong on a children's app.
I'm very proud of you guys. Very proud of you guys.
Amen.
And, you know, I've heard people say that the victims are coming out for clout. No. SA victims do not come out for clout. This is not something we want to put out there for the whole world to know. This is a very, very hard subject to talk about.
A man just got in this box and told his story. No, no.
Exactly. Exactly. So, it's a very tough subject to talk about. And,
It is. It
and for
definitely
this
is.
to come out, and for so many supporters to come, Ashley, look what you've done. You brought everyone together, girl. You done this. Nobody else can take credit for what you've done. You've done this. No other creator out here can take credit for what you have done to bring the truth out.
That's right.
And to speak on the story that's your story. That's your life. That's all your family members' life right here.
Not only that, but you're bringing more victims closure, and that's
absolutely. You're helping others. You have no idea. You're helping so many others. When you and I had our words, that night I went on this app and I looked for mine. And I found one, and he's deceased, and I celebrated in my own head. But but if I ever see any of mine on here, You guarantee I'll be calling them out. So I'm very proud of you, and you have started a movement, and you have given a voice for SA victims. You did that. Don't let no one take that from you. And you are going to have an army behind you now.
Well, yeah, because
Thank you so much.
she had an account of like 10,000 followers when she first came out. She had an account of 10,000 followers, and he got it bananas.
That's okay.
Yeah, like she was really.
She's going to build. She's building, and she's going to continue to build, and she's going to continue to bring people.
Yes, and just this live was to kind of give some closure and give everybody the information they need. And I know that one creator was thinking I'm obsessed. I'll calm down as long as Anthony's not on this app posting anything.
I'm not obsessed.
I'm not
You're
obsessed,
not obsessed.
but if I see him posting, I'm coming. But I want anybody watching this TikTok right now. If
You're not
are
obsessed.
a victim and
you are being protective of others. There's a difference.
Yes, I am.
There's a difference.
Yeah, we should plan a mass unfollow.
Right. I mean, you know, the goal is what it is. We all know.
And if any of you guys need someone to talk to, please. I mean, if you have a story, I would love to hear it. I would love to, you know,
And I'm
bounce
sure you
feelings
can
off of
message
each
any
other.
one of us. Any one of us would be more
Yes,
than
any
happy
of
to
these
open our
ladies.
boxes for
Yes.
anyone.
Absolutely.
So we can start a
Thank you
support
for
group.
following him. Yes.
Sometimes things
So,
have to get shitty
You're not
for a bit.
obsessed.
You know?
You're being protective. You're protecting others from a predator.
I was watching his lives last night. Somebody pulled him from a bot and sent me the links. There's something with his eyes. He's not, I can't explain it, but it is not a good vibe. It is not a good vibe.
No. Not at all. And the way he talks.
Yeah.
And the way he goes after women and children on this app. Just that right there is red flags. Because how many and Bill, and you know, how many men on this app literally go after women and children?
None.
Very few.
The sick part is I think he
Gets
thrives
it.
on it because there's people out there that thrive on people's trauma, and it's even worse for him because he goes after people that with similar traumas that he's inflicted on others.
I think
So
that
that's
he
the
also
sick
uses.
part, you
I
know?
think that he uses it as a cover. If he's pointing the finger over there, right? Nobody's
Right.
worried about what he's doing over here. You understand?
And nobody's gonna believe
Right.
Ashley, the addict.
That was shitty for him to do. Hey, Mr. Welding Salesman. Just so you know, I'm an addict. So there's
And I
that.
have sons that are addicts.
Amen. We do recover.
4 years clean here too.
Amen.
Yes, this is the welding salesman.
We could get clean, but he'll always be a predator.
Always be
Absolutely,
I may
amen.
sign my rights away to my babies, Anthony, to give them a better life that I could never give them, but I will never be a predator.
Amen.
They can forgive me for my addiction. Your children will
Right.
never forgive you for touching other children.
Absolutely.
Are his kids on this app?
No, they're not older. Well, the adopted son might be out there.
He's adopted?
Thank God.
Do you know that, villain? Do you know that Anthony had a baby mama that gave up a child because she did not want him to have anything to do with that child?
I heard that. I heard it. Yeah.
That was the woman that he had Steven do the things with. That was that same woman.
Oh.
Yes, that same woman.
That kind of changes
So
context.
she was no better than Anthony in the end.
When we approached this woman, we approached her with gentleness. We thought that maybe Anthony
Black
and
heart, Terry.
do what now?
Terry says blackout.
Yeah, I'm working on it. I'm also gonna get a subreddit up.
But we approached Jennifer. We called her. We got in contact. We were we were assuming that maybe Anthony had forced her into doing this.
Yeah.
And I never told that girl I wasn't going to post anything. I'm all about the truth, and I'm going to post every bit of it.
Amen.
And so
Steven
I'm
says
going to
he's
read
7 years
y'all.
clean.
Who is?
Congratulations. Steven says he's 7 years,
Happy birthday!
7 years clean. He had a big part of my addiction.
Yeah, trauma. It's a gateway to
Absolutely.
addiction. Mm-hmm.
Thank you for following me, Brittany.
Yeah, it's crazy, y'all. All right, I'm gonna hop down. Anything that you need, Ashley, you know how to get me, and I will get to work.
Thank you, Villain.
Thank you, Villain. I appreciate your help.
Have a good night, y'all.
Thank you.
Okay, so on May 18th, Carly had messaged Jennifer. I'm going to read y'all off what it says. Carly asked her, "Hey, I'm sorry. We are just wondering about him. We completely understand and support your decision to give him up for adoption. But if you do have contact with him, can you tell him he does have family that is really great people and that would love to know him?" And this was us talking. This was Carly talking to Jennifer. Okay. I don't know why I didn't see the other message, but there is very limited contact. It's just how we chose to do it. My life was a mess when I got pregnant, and I could barely take care of my son I already had. But it was the best decision for him, and he was wonderful. He has a wonderful family that has raised him up to be a great man. Y'all heard the live or the recording that we put on there, telling her that Anthony, all the other stuff. I'm so glad he's doing great and thriving. I understand your decision. I just have one more question, and is that if he is 18, because that was a long time ago. And she never messaged back. May the 24th, Anthony, you made another TikTok. You made another TikTok because Jennifer says here. Okay, so I'm assuming Anthony made a new TikTok because I have him blocked. He said people are saying crazy shit about me and saying I never wanted my son. What is going on? I'm pretty sure he's just trying to get a rise out of me. I believe he is because honestly that hasn't been said by anyone. He is a very manipulative person and is disgusting. You can go look at everything that has been said on TikTok or YouTube, and if anyone said that you didn't want your kid, I believe it was him. You just have to go watch everything. It's all recorded and posted. I know that. I just don't want anything to do with him. Definitely not the kind of person I want around, is what Jennifer had said. Carla said, I completely understand. Okay, at 9:20, she started talking to Anthony again. It said, Anthony got a hold of me again, and I've seen what was posted on TikTok. Also, my phone call being recording when I'm literally trying to help you. I trusted you, and you brought me into this. I have nothing to hide and will be contacting my lawyer if my name is brought up into the situation again. I hate to be rude, and I hate to be like this, but I had no part in that, is what she said. And my response was to her, get your lawyer. Get your lawyer because we called you. You seemed to act like you were terrified of Tony. We thought maybe you were a victim to the situation, but then you want to get you a lawyer? And I told you, please go get your lawyer. Oh, man. Watch my mouth. Bananas. Bananas.
Yeah, the thing about him.
No bullying. Oh, hold on. Okay. This live is for educational purpose only. No bullying, no harassment. And I got to pause. Okay, you can talk. These kids are running. So go ahead.
The thing about Anthony is that he's all talk and no action. Like he legit, like I have it screen record, like screenshot somewhere where he said something in one of his comments. He says, "Oh, what are you gonna do? Pay somebody $200 to send them a useless piece of paper?" I have it screenshotted, and I was like, "You mean the useless piece of paper that you sent Ashley?" And then he said in his live that she literally had charges against her for defamation, and I'm like, "No, she doesn't," because how many people went into the police station and filed a report? But why is it just Ashley? Why is it just Ashley?
Yes, it is true about the welding salesman. It wasn't a different guy, no ma'am. Or sir. That was the manipulation he wanted to plant on his page.
And that's exactly why I said to you today, Ashley, that when I first started seeing all this last year, I started doing my own research. And then when I seen that he posted that document of you, I did exactly what Miss Kay did. And I did my own research and went into Truth Finder and I looked up the address to Cog. So as soon as I had messaged Ashley right before you posted that, Kay, maybe 5 minutes, and let her know that I had done the exact same thing that you had done. And that you could clearly see that. And then I went a step further and contacted the state police of Georgia and asked, and the clerk's office for the county for Pickens, and asked them, had Ashley ever been? And then he wanted to try to pull the expungement thing. And then I advised Ashley that if you get an expungement, if you get a sealed, that only, the police or a certain agency is able to still see the arrest record. But the arrest record does still exist. So if Ashley herself contacts them, I had a stupid charge for myself that was expunged. It was a theft charge that I was with somebody when I was 17 years old. But it continued to follow me through my adult years to try to find a job. So what I did
Praying
was
for you. I don't want to interrupt you, but it's a little bit important. There's a person in here by the name of Spread Love 389. You guys, I have been watching them for a couple years now. These people, they're disgusting. And so I think everybody just needs to block her, because once she's blocked, then she can't do anything. She posts people's dead children and just all kinds of horrible things. So
yes, agreed.
so if everybody can just block her, like from their personal account, that way she can't come in here or cause any problems. Sorry, praying for you. I just
It's
wanted to make
okay.
everybody
I'm
aware
glad
of
you've
that.
seen it. I agree with you.
I don't know how to block on here. Oh, God. I'm not good at this live stuff, guys. I don't even know.
You click on her, you click on her comment thing, right? And it'll take you to her page or whatever. And then you just click the little arrow in the corner and then you can block. Yeah. And then if Tashley can block her out of the live, thank you, Bella.
I just want to add, talking about the Truth Finder situation. So I immediately went looking, obviously because I knew those allegations were false against Ashley. But I did research on the case laws in Georgia about being able to get it dropped once you're off probation. In certain charges, that's possible, and for that charge, it is possible. However, you must have done the sentence. So yeah, she could have finished her probation. However, the only way in Georgia that can be expunged is 10 years after the sentence was finished. And
Yes,
if you
sir.
just got off probation, there's no way it could have got expunged that quickly.
That is exactly word for word what I was told by the state police.
Yeah, he's just full of it. I don't know how people believe everything that he says.
It's like a distraction. I see it. Unfortunately, a lot of people are that way. I said to you earlier, it's like a bunch of people on a donkey trail that followed the next donkey's booty. You know what I'm saying? They just don't even care to hear or to look at it. And that's why I try really hard in Ashley's videos to explain to other people how to do their own research. Because, the everyday person sometimes really doesn't know. They look at a document and they think, oh, well, it looks real.
Well, he made it look really real. And Ashley was actually the one that figured out how he did that. And I was like, it was that simple. How you figured that out? I couldn't believe it. I was like sitting here thinking to myself, I'm like, well, how would you do that? Like put a picture in there. And she was like, girl, she's like, you just do this, that, and the other, and go into TikTok, and bam. And there was Anthony's name right on the
Ashley, you're muted.
on the website.
We can't hear you. Your mouth isn't moving and you ain't a talking.
I'm over here just talking away.
I know.
So, I was actually on the phone with Kay when I'm figuring it out. I said, Kay, just hang out with me. I just need you here for a witness of how long it took me. Now, imagine if I had me some time, though. You know what I'm saying? In 5 minutes, I created something similar.
Some people are saying there's no sound.
Can y'all hear me now? It's because I was
They
muted.
might have to go out and come back in.
I can hear you.
Can you hear everybody else hear me?
Yeah, I can hear everybody.
I put my finger over the mic.
Can you hear me now?
Hear you.
No, I can't hear you
was
now
just
again,
relaying
Ashley.
the message. Oh, they're saying she's good now. We can hear you now.
They're muted again.
Okay, awesome, guys.
There you are.
With this live band. I gotta watch my words, y'all. I'm gonna learn these words not to say on here. Because just because this
Great and rug.
Got you. He had weeks for a little live. He did trying to dispute and discredit y'all. Weeks to think through. He well actually he's in the process of getting divorced, but I do want to address this. He did say something about I can't even remember the words he was using because they were just ridiculous. I did apologize for putting the baby's pictures online. I did apologize for that because it's not the baby's fault. But I also apologize for his wife because she was so blind to what kind of man he was. I never apologize like the way he's saying it. I apologize exactly the way it was meant to be. Like, I'm sorry that you chose this man. I'm sorry that this man is the father of your children.
Yep.
And I mean, I'm sorry, but if where is anybody at for him besides these moderators that he has? Where is anybody? And you know, this whole time, for at the beginning, I was feeling so alone, and I made a TikTok earlier, and I'm like, wait a minute, this. Go ahead. Oh, I was thinking to myself, are you trying to talk?
Yeah, DQuigs13, block them.
Yeah.
I'm not a mod, so I can't block them.
Oh, you know? Do you know how to do that? I'll make you a mod.
Oh yeah, I'm a mod for a lot of accounts.
I don't know how.
Well, why? Listen, I don't know why I made you a mod. Well, you're gonna be my mod now.
You know, too, sometimes I think to myself that he tried to use when everybody started realizing, like in his family, that he was trying to present himself as going after people like that Hannah and that Gabby. And I think that he used that as a distraction because he was making it seem like, why in the world would somebody that did something like this, if I allegedly did this, I fight for people like that. So he used it like, and then it made it seem like that everybody that was supporting Ashley was mad about the fact he was going after them, and everybody didn't agree with the fact of what they were saying about Gabby and about Hannah. That was not the point. The point was that Ashley and her family were trying to stand up and say, listen, he's doing these things, supposed to be this great hero, but this is what happened. And that was the situations that caused you guys to come forward. It wasn't that you were defending those creators, Gabby and Hannah, against him. That was not your guys' point.
Exactly. Am I muted still? No, I'm not muted. Okay, so I did make that clear at any TikTok that I had made about Anthony. I said it is none of my business about any of what's going on with the women. I have no opinion on it.
Correct.
This has nothing to do with whoever. I have no. What was it that I said? I have no dog in that fight as far as what he's doing going after them. What I do have a dog in is him.
Yeah, I just wanted to make it clear to everybody that nobody on this panel, it's not that we agree with what's going on with those women or disagree. We don't have an opinion on it. It doesn't have nothing to do with this.
It does not. It does not at
I
all.
mean, I did really like the video of Gabby Jacobson when she was doing the Thunderstruck.
I mean, if you like, you like. I mean, that
Yeah,
just
everybody is to each his own. You know what I mean?
I mean, I can laugh
exactly.
at it, but yeah, anybody that supports Ashley and is trying to call him out, and it's like, I can see him. I don't know if he's going to go after anybody else. I don't know if he's just doing it to me because I'm smaller, because I only have 100 people, so he thinks he can do it to me. I don't know if he will go after other creators.
The Welding Salesman.
We'll see. We'll see if he does, if he has enough guts to do it. Like to AK or who is that villain?
Mystic Lisa. Anthony, don't even stop going after my friends.
Let me just say,
is the Bella in the comments his mod, Bella?
DZ, I guess it sounded over the top to me. I want to hear you out in an open mind. I've seen you. You're writing a lot of comments. You said you apologize. You guess. I mean, to be honest with you, if you're not in here to support, why are you here?
Right.
Because the way you're coming across, I'm not really sure what you're trying to say.
no, DZ apologized to Ashley and Kay a few comments ago, saying she apologized for her comments before. I think she was misled at first.
DZ, girl, you better apologize to me because didn't you send me a message calling me a flout out?
Yeah, and she said, I guess.
Girl, didn't you send me a message and then I made a whole ass video about you?
Yeah,
You know, honestly, you guys, I like the way that each and every one of us have actually tried to calm down and explain to people what's happening, because it is sometimes easy to believe somebody on TikTok. You think they prove you right.
Oh, DZ. Oh,
Yes,
my
that
goodness.
one.
Miss Ma'am. Miss Ma'am. I think you.
Set
I
her up
think
in
you
the box,
like-
Ashley. Give her a chance to at least be able to speak for herself. Maybe she wants to admit that she was wrong and she apologized. Let her up.
Listen, when I started this live, I said that I am not a mean person.
No.
I did not. I said I guarantee you, some of his followers are just brainwashed and uneducated.
They are.
I was not
They're
going to be mean,
distracted.
but ma'am, you did. You were kind of rough with me. I think you just said you wanted to be alone in a room with me. I mean, I understand you didn't know.
Yes,
And
you didn't.
I love you anyway. You know what I'm saying? I love you and I forgive you. I do. That's my job.
Everybody said a lot of people were fooled. I wondered about all the followers. Like, I know though, like somebody said to me that through the Hannah and Gabby thing, he got a lot of followers. But every live, the last live that you held
about the Welding Salesman, Exposed, Susan.
Yeah, you don't see a bunch of people supporting him in his chat at all.
He only had like 50 people in his
Can I say something to my
150
friend?
people in his live.
Really?
Yeah, I mean, I think at one point it got up to like
Right,
330,
Lisa?
but that was it. And he has
Yeah, that's what I
500,000
thought
followers.
too. Right.
Lisa?
Right.
What, Lisa?
Okay, Exposing Susan is one of my friends also. If you could do me a favor, Exposing Susan, put in your box somewhere where people cannot tag the Welding Salesman no more on your videos. We do not want him on your side. Please.
I followed him today once I seen Kay on my FYP, did my research. Kay, you're on FYP. Yes, girl.
Well, I appreciate it.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Yeah, he's got some issues going on. I appreciate it. Yeah, all you gotta do is just go watch my videos. You can go watch Ashley's videos. The thing is like, I post about him all day, girl. I ain't got nothing else better to do until I start my new job. I mean, I'm just a stay-at-home wife right now, girl. I ain't got nothing else better to do.
Listen, even though I work 40 hours, I still make that time. You know what I'm saying? Because I have created some friends on here. You guys actually care about me. You guys, you want to hear from me. You want to see me. And I'm like, these people really care about me. Oh.
We're a bunch of bored women right now that have time for a reason, and it was just there was a purpose to do it.
Hey, listen, how great is it that we just started a movement for the littles under us that has somebody to look up to when we didn't have these people for us?
No. I to be honest, I always thought like people talking to people online, I guess it's because, you know, I'm an 80s. Well, I was born in the 70s, but like, you know, online stuff scares my generation, like to a certain degree. So I'm afraid of it because you never know. And look at it, man, I didn't know nothing about TikTok until all of a sudden I'd like just seen it. It's crazy.
TikTok streets are wild.
Yeah,
They are so wild.
Ashley, what did
I'm an
I
old
say to
lady.
you? What did I say to you this morning, Ashley? I sent you a message.
Me
And
too, Courtney.
I was like, I think you would be perfect doing like peer counseling, didn't I?
Yes,
I
ma'am,
think
she
she'd be
did.
really good because here in the state of Illinois, you can get what's called a certified alcohol and drug counseling certificate. And I don't know what the state of Georgia offers, but I think she'd be really good as a recovery coach.
We all know that I have one more step to make in my life before I could be a recovery coach because I'm California sober, and God knows that's not sober minded. Me and God are working on this.
Oh, come on, man. You know,
we're working on it.
I'm California sober too, honey.
Girl, so is my husband, and you already know.
Yeah, it's legal where I live, baby.
Legal where you live. I mean, I have a medical card, so I'm good.
Yeah. And you know what? Who cares? I choose not to take. I had a pill problem when I 24 years ago. So anxiety meds and pain meds, I refuse to do. It's been 24 years, opiate and benzo free. So you know what? I choose to ride the devil's anxiety meds and pain meds. I refuse to do. It's been 24 years, opiate and benzo free. So you know what? I choose to ride the devil's lettuce. That's my business only.
Right.
That's right.
Right.
Yes, girl.
Where's my pen? No, I'm just kidding.
Ashley, I am so happy for y'all, all of y'all. Like this is what you've been fighting for, girl. Just for people to wake up. And I'm so proud of you because you put up with all the bashing. You took all the victim shaming, not only for you, for all of your family's victims. I mean, you took it all, girl, and you stuck it out. And I am so damn proud of you. So proud of you.
Thank you so much.
Amen.
Y'all are making me cry and stuff. My eyes are going to be swallowed up again.
But for good reasons.
Steven coming up here. I mean, that took a lot.
I'm so proud of him too. Yes.
You know, and yeah, everybody matters. Yeah.
I thought to myself after I talked to you on your lunch break, I thought to myself, you know, I hope you didn't take that wrong when I said I would respect Anthony more if he would even come forward and say, listen, this happened to me when I was a child and these are the mistakes that I made and I'm sorry that I hurt you and I take responsibility for that. I would be like, hey, that took a lot of guts to really come and do that, you know? So
right.
I hope that something, you know, you never know. You never know. He's pretty, you know, adamant about trying to prove, I don't know.
That we're bad people?
I don't wish nothing bad for that man. I really believe that something happened. If all of this allegedly whatever is true, I would almost put my life on it that something happened to him as a child.
And look, as a man, it is so weird to see a quote unquote man go after women on social media.
Isn't it?
Yeah, my husband thinks it's weird. Like, my husband sits here and listens to it. Like, he loves the tagline, I'm a vampire. Like, he does it all the time. And then, like, he even, like, there's a couple other taglines that he uses. Oh, she ate is the big one with Savannah's video that she made of me. And yeah, he just thinks that Anthony is just like, why would a grown man be doing this online with women? He, you know, it's just.
A man that was innocent to me would have went straight to an attorney, filed paperwork, not talked one single thing out of his mouth, and would have taken it straight to court. Now that's my opinion.
Yeah.
Right. That part.
I'm just going to say this too: a real man handles his business offline.
Thank you, sir.
Right. And
But
DZ,
I'll leave that up for the imagination.
That's right.
That's
right.
spiraling.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes.
He is spiraling. Look what he's doing. Like his content isn't even like.
Yes.
Oh yeah, he's freaking out. He's trying to figure out what he's going to do
In
next.
silence facts. That's right.
When he posted the fake charges for Ashley, that was like a desperate attempt of deception.
That confirmed it for me when I was able to look at, to be honest with you, the whole way, because I even tell the truth, Ashley. I messaged you and said, he posted that you have these charges. What is happening? I didn't go to nobody else. I came to you.
Yes.
And then I started doing my digging. And then I messaged Kay and said, listen, this is what is happening here right now.
Yeah.
So I dug deep because I thought to myself, so God help me. But then I'm like, Melissa, like logically, come on now, like 8 people. And then even to get on a video and say, it was like he's debunking it and go, there was actually 4 people that wanted to, but only 2 did. Whoa. You think that was a flex?
Well, do you ever
You
notice?
literally just said that your family on both sides was willing to walk in there and at least make an attempt to report at least 2. And you're acting like it would have been significant if it would have been 4. But you're accused of 8, allegedly.
8.
God in heaven help you.
Well,
He is the welding salesman.
Oh yeah, Judgment Day is inevitable for everybody. We're all going to answer for our sins at some point.
If you guys go back and look at like the evidence that he showed, like he has this video where he goes, I addressed it, it's been proven, la da 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 da, and
I will not be speaking on this no more.
It was half-assed proof. It showed nothing, and then he had these 2 women and Savannah Smiles.
Yeah.
He was hiding behind, and nobody was allowed to come into that live. Well, Tiffany tried to come in. After they blocked me, Tiffany tried to come in, and he literally said to Tiffany, you've had 5 months to talk about me. Now it's my turn.
Yeah. He blocked me right away. I didn't know I was blocked till the other day when all that happened. Like, and I seen somebody posted that, and then I was like, I went to look for him, and I was blocked. I was like, wow, that's really biased. Like, I gave you even the benefit of the doubt, never said nothing wrong, even to you, never, nothing.
Well, just to be quite honest with you, like some of the stuff that I have with him is personal. So it's not just Ashley; it's personal now for me because he's attacked me and my daughter.
Yeah, I know. I seen that.
Allegations that my biological daughter's been essayed. So
Yeah.
he's made some serious allegations and tried to dox my job with the state of Illinois.
I seen that.
Investigator. So I don't even work for the state of Illinois right now, but if I do go back, but like he tried to like dox.
But like I told you, Kay, when he tried to dox you with that, what he did was he told everybody, if they just listened to what he said that you like deal with people, blah, blah, blah. He confirmed that you are a very well-educated woman that specializes in types of things of the nature. So what did you just say? Thank you so much, sir, because you just confirmed it even more.
Okay. Well, he's mad, obviously, but he didn't have to bring my daughter up.
No, not at all.
And he's definitely got one coming for him. So
he did it to himself, like you said. He really did, and that's the whole sad part of it. He did it to himself. He could have handled it so much differently. He could have done it in private when it came out. He could have went to them and really manned up and said, "Listen, he really could have."
Ashley even give him that out. Ashley give him that exact out.
I know.
Carly said,
That's why
hey,
I just
come
said it,
talk to
because I
me.
knew that she did. And that would have been the honorable thing to do.
Mm-hmm.
And like everybody said down there, and moved in silent facts, and it would have never
Right.
came to social media.
Right.
It's
Right.
heartbreaking that it's had to come to social media for everybody.
It
Yeah,
is, and
man.
especially what
We've
Tashley's
we
been
just
through.
watched the Diddy trial. We just watched that. I mean,
Isn't that crazy?
it's just like it is a hard time to be a
Girl,
survivor slash victim.
the justice system is screwed, honey. When I was going to court for my predator, they showed me this triangle and it made me sick. In order for him to get jail time, he would have had to have had this many victims and this would have had to have happened. And girl, it was sickening to me. And then they would wanted to go after my grandmother, and which I agree, because enablers are just as guilty, but it was like they want, like, you want to go after her harder than him, and he's the actual predator. Like 3 years probation. He got 3 years probation, and that is it. And he can still be around kids as long as they're supervised by adults. It sucks. The justice system sucks in this country when it comes to predators.
It does. It does.
Yeah.
So a while ago, Carly come over and was whispering in my ear because I pray. I say, God, if this is something that I mean, I was going to fight for my family anyway, and then once I fought for my family, I was just going to not do the app anymore, and I was like, God, I want to be the person that I needed. I need to be the person I needed, and Carly come over here and was just telling me we are on a kids app. There are a lot of littles around. There are a lot of secrets that are out there now. They can come to us, any of us on here, and talk to us about it, because maybe they have told somebody and no one's doing anything. That's what Carly just told me not too long ago was, what if something's happening to them and they've told and nobody's doing anything? I said, well, that's what we're all here for. I'm glad that we have this big of a community that just will support any survivor of anything, and they can come to any of us and talk.
Right. I didn't have that support system.
A lot of us didn't have this.
No, I didn't. My whole family supports the predator still to this day. I convicted an innocent man, even though some of them are victims of his. That's how sick the manipulation and the mind screwing is by these people. Like, he came out of the military. I honestly think that he was messed with as a child, but I honestly think that he learned a lot of stuff in the military. But I sit there in disbelief of how my family victims of this man can shame me, and they're victims of this man. So I know it happens, and I know there's people out there without any support. So yeah, we have a good group of women here and a good group of support.
I gotta walk in the house, y'all. My sister and Carly are sitting here. They're like, that is your fourth cigarette. Get in the house.
Hey guys, I wanted to tell you guys that I'm here to support whatever you need. I have to go hook up my husband on dialysis right now. He's not doing good. So
I love you, Lisa. We're praying for you.
Thank you. While I have everybody on here, if y'all could just share my videos out. My husband is looking for a kidney transplant, and he's not doing good. So,
videos.
Yes, ma'am.
If y'all could just help me, I would really
I'm a kidney
appreciate it.
patient. I will help you.
Yeah.
And I promise you, I will support in every way possible.
You will.
But we all need to support each other. We
Yes,
all need
ma'am.
to support each other. So if I'm not following you, you send me a message. I'll make sure I follow you back. I had to go through. I was following up to 10,000 at one point. I dropped because I get mass reported daily, and they go after my husband's videos also. So please, if you all could just help me spread the awareness of kidney failure. My husband is in end-stage kidney failure. He's on dialysis. Monday is a really important doctor's appointment, and some big decisions are coming our way. So I'm losing my husband.
Honey,
and
I understand my kid's father passed away. He was on hospice. He was on kidney failure and liver failure, and unfortunately, COVID took it. You know, he ended up passing away from COVID, but he was on hospice with that, and I remember how hard it was, you know, to see that and him being on dialysis. And I really hope that your husband gets that, you know, gets a kidney transplant, and you know, it's gonna work out. It's gonna work out.
And I don't want to take anything from your guys' life. I just
No.
Lisa,
Look,
you better stop. You better stop it right now,
stop,
girlfriend.
Lisa. I'm a
Don't you
kidney
do
failure
that
patient.
now.
I have one kidney. I'm a kidney failure patient, so no. You know,
This
I'll
this
send
is
it out
our
there
life
for you.
now.
my son has had 3 kidney transplants, so yeah.
I love you,
Much love,
Lisa.
you guys. Much respect.
We love you.
I love you so much, Lisa.
Thank you.
If you
And
need me, you can call me. You know it.
you got my number too.
Yes, ma'am, I do.
Alrighty.
I
Hey,
love you.
you guys are doing amazing.
Thank you so much, Lisa.
Much love.
Thank you.
All right, honey.
No,
Lisa's
she's
amazing,
so
y'all.
sweet.
She's another real one, y'all. She really is.
That's like horrible. I can't imagine losing my husband. You know, because he was sick, you know, a couple weeks ago, and I was just like, I thought something was wrong, you know. Oh man, I'm sorry. That's just sad.
Yes, go repost her videos. Thank you, LJ. LJ is awesome. Awesome. How about did any of Anthony's mediators come in here? Did we see if Anthony wanted to come into this live?
I didn't see any that I seen.
Oh, no.
I'm so glad we found each other. Yes.
I was
Like,
scared to go up there.
yeah, I feel like this is emotional, you know, because I feel like it's bringing so many people together right now.
There's an echo. Somebody said it's because somebody's recording the live. Don't they usually say?
I'm screen recording it.
Right. It's probably
Dee
why.
Dee, I'm so sorry that happened to your children. Listen, you have some support here, DZ.
Yes.
Yes, we are. I don't know if anybody sent Anthony a message. If anybody, he knows, y'all.
Yeah, he knows. It's been all over.
He has us all blocked, so we can't send him a message.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, it's really weird.
Well, so far I haven't been blocked because he didn't know who I was, but I'm sure I'm blocked now.
Yeah, you,
yes.
you
Right.
will be now.
Oh, he's got Ashley Nicole Ramey blocked.
Ramey, yes, that's Ashley.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Whenever you're ready, you can share. We'll be here to support you as well.
Yes. Whenever anybody's ready to share their story, you just let us know. We'll be there in your corner hyping you up for sure. Okay, hold on, Steven, my bad. Steven said accept his request. Got you, buddy.
There you go.
Hey, buddy.
Hey, can you hear me?
Yeah.
So Wednesday, I spent a good little bit of time trying to get a hold of Jennifer. She has her Facebook locked down, so you can't contact her of any sort. So I found her brother, her mama, her niece, and her grandma or somebody's grandma. They were all. But the only one that messaged back was a girl named Sierra, and she was like going in depth. Called 3 of her neighbors. One of them answered. The internet's a crazy thing. Let me just tell you. Looked up Anthony too. Found out his last like 10 addresses, phone numbers, emails. But she never would answer the phone. I'm trying to talk to her, but I talked to all her. Wendy's her neighbor, Debbie, She has a neighbor named.
He must be driving. Like, like in, like, you know what I meant. You're muted.
He's headed to Florida for vacation.
Oh, okay.
I just wonder how many people in Alabama
He's
he's
headed to
done this to.
Florida.
Right.
A lot of red ants around places like that.
It's like this. So my step grandfather was our family P3. And when I was younger, I didn't realize, I didn't know what he was. I still hadn't figured anything out, but he would be sent off. He would go to these places, and I know 100% facts that when he would go to these places, he didn't stop being a pedo just because he was sent somewhere. He continued to be that. They just don't stop doing it, So it's, that was my concern. Like his
You're muted,
children, the
Ash.
people around, how many victims does he have? You're muted.
You're muted, Ashley.
Steven, you go ahead. Sorry. Jennifer, I muted you just for a second. I know Steven's busy. Go ahead and say what you were going to say, Steven.
Oh no, I'd like to have a conversation with her. So just so we can get some clarity on I'm not really trying to get her in the middle of anything, but I know too many details by heart of a grown man's body that only his mom and dad should know, and it's really crazy to me that he has the audacity I guess in his mind it's easier to stand up and say a girl's line, but I will the extremities of seeing him face to face right now in my life is something that I will, and you got half y'all, none of y'all really know me except the ones in my family, but I 100%, I don't do attention, I don't talk to police, I don't do that kind of stuff. So for me to be doing what I'm doing, I just got tired of seeing all the negative and the lying and the but I'm gonna see him one day, and all this, it's a little different hiding behind a screen denying stuff as opposed to being face to face with another man, and I guess we'll just see how that goes from there. That's all.
Very, very, very brave of you. I have so much respect for you.
Yeah, it's hard. I've had to watch interviews on, kids, giving interviews, about what they've had to go through. And it's never easy, as hardened as I am, right? Because of my background, it still gets emotional when you hear these things, right? It still does. But, even all these years later, you are coming forward and you're doing a very brave thing. And, you're brave. Like, I don't know what else to say. Very brave and very just, you're doing it for you. Like, you have to be able to heal somehow, Stephen. And speaking out about it is a way to heal, right? Like, never feel ashamed, like, for what has happened. Because it wasn't your fault.
I'm not ashamed. Like I said, I mean, it's different. It's different for me because I mean, for me to come out, and I'm not a shy person or somebody that gets embarrassed or anything like that. Just for me, it's easier to keep stuff like that kind of bottled up because it does nothing for me. Nobody's going to believe a man it just doesn't. So no, for so long I never said anything because I was grown by the time I realized it was not what it was supposed to be. And by then, it was everybody had their own lives, and he wasn't around, and I didn't know that it was everybody else too. I just thought, he made it seem cool, like, oh, I'm your big cousin. Like, it was just a big cousin thing, and it was just cool, and that's what just the way it was portrayed. But I am grown now, and it doesn't affect. It is what it is. It ain't, but it is. But it's just everybody needs to know what was really happening.
I love you so much, brother, and I'll be here for you. And you got so much more support out here now. Sorry, I was muting everybody because I wanted him to be able to say what he needed to say. I wasn't trying to be rude to no one.
You're fine, sweetie.
Yes, it does take a long time for some people. Yes.
All my cousins have been coming out for the past few years for somebody in our family. It's very heartbreaking. And it took my own mother, she's 81 years old, to believe that it was happening because she didn't want to upset her sister to say something like that about her own sister's son. But she said that they had a conversation about it many years ago, but it was dropped, And now I guess it's came up because other people were concerned.
Also, I want to anybody in the live, if you were being groomed, and in your brain you think that you knew right from wrong, I want you to know that no, you didn't. Being groomed is a whole process that a part of you might know it's wrong, but you're groomed. It's hard to explain if you've never been this way. So it's not your fault. You are worthy. You are enough. I just saw someone saying they feel like it's their fault. It's never your fault to be abused.
Never.
Does anybody have anything that they want to add to any of this, or anything that they would like to say?
I just want to say to Stephen that I'm so proud of you, and I hope that you talking about this and putting it out there brings you the most healing that you've had so far. And because I know that putting my story out there has brought me some healing. So I hope in turn that it brings you so much healing, brother.
I feel some better, but until he's going to, one way or another.
I understand.
When he admits what he has done to an extent of, it ain't even got to be a full admission, but he's going to take credibility for the shit that he has done to us. It's just the way that, he might can hide for forever. If that may be the case, then good for him. But it's a small world we live in.
It is very small.
At the end of the day, he can't hide from the one that really matters.
Yes, he's got.
Right. God sees it all,
Judgment
baby.
day's gonna come.
The eyes never lie.
God sees it all, Anthony. He's seen every bit of it.
He's a nervous wreck when he's on his videos and when he's on his lives. When that lady asked, can she ask a question? Why was there so many people being said? That I will never get that out of my head lately. When he said there was actually only 4 people that wanted to, but only 2 did.
Oh
Like
yeah.
that just still, I can't get that out of my head.
And then when he was reading the report back, the way that he was reading it was so cringy.
Yeah.
When he was reading it back, like his heavy breathing and his sweating.
Like it's like he really thinks he's convincing people. It's so scary.
And I just want to say this, and then I'm gonna get off here because I'm coming into Florida. But before all this does hit the fan, and he does all his little digging and whatever, I do have a criminal past. None of my stuff is violent. None of my stuff is kitty diddler stuff. y'all can anybody on here is welcome to look me up. I was young, dumb, and had sticky hands, and I was on rugs. You know what I mean? So before it all goes crazy, I have been to prison, and I've been out 7 years. I own a house. I make well over $100,000 a year now. I've completely turned my life around to an extent of I don't give a fuck. Post me on TikTok, post me on Facebook, whatever you feel they need to do. But I will always be here, and he can do whatever he'd like. And I just wish the first thing he would do is just come on over to the house and have a little chat with me before he tries to play the lawyer
Have a
and
nice sit
TikTok
down and
live.
discuss it, right?
Yep.
That's right. Like two
But
men.
I love you, Ashley.
I love
And
you
I love
so
all
much.
y'all. I'm sorry. But
You be
I'm going to get off
careful.
here.
Have fun. I love you.
Love you, Stephen.
All right,
Be
bye.
careful.
Have so much fun.
Somebody
Bye,
got the
well.
peach.
I just wanted to get on here. Your comment about 4 people wanted to report, but only 2 did. So no, we all went to Pickens County Sheriff's Department
I
and
know.
reported him. It was me, Ashley, Carly, and my brother.
Yep.
Carly and Ashley are the only ones that went to Dawson County and reported him because that's where it happened. And I mean, I didn't find it necessary to go because, like I said, he was trying to groom me. He never did anything to me. I did make the report in Pickens County. It's on the body cam. I mean, the little girl, I graduated with her sister at Pickens County High School, which that was like a whole other thing of embarrassment. But the police officer, but that's where that remark comes in.
Yeah.
4 wanted to, but only 2 did. No, all 4 did.
Yeah. See?
Tiffany also went in there and showed the police officers the text because I did set you guys 5. She did show her text. I do want to make that clear because I know he's going to say, oh, inconsistency. She said 5 the whole time. Tiffany produced evidence.
Oh, yes. I'm sorry. I forgot about that. We were there so long, y'all. We were there so long. I ordered pizza to the jail. That's how long we were there.
Yes, we ordered pizza to the jail, had a family dinner together, and Ashley did not go. She lives in Dahlonega. And she had some family stuff, but she's here supporting all the way.
There's reasons behind I didn't go because my husband is kind of psycho when it comes to stuff like this.
He's crazy.
And you know, I mean, he wanted to make a trip to Alabama, and so that's the only reason I didn't go forward with the police report, or I would have, because my husband is psycho when it comes to that. He doesn't when it comes to victims of SA victims. He doesn't play with that.
No, he does not. No, he does. She told me, she goes, if you find out his address, don't you dare let my old man know. Because he doesn't do the social media. Her man does not do none of the social media stuff. Alrighty,
like,
guys.
if you find the address out, you bet. And I ask for the address, better give me the address. And I'm like, okay, I'm just gonna leave it here. We're just gonna leave it here, be on the safe side, because he's being exposed, and that's all we need. And him to own up for what he done. Period.
Alrighty, guys. Is there any? What is that? Oh. Why are you bitched again? Oh, you got yourself in trouble? Man, you gotta keep your mouth closed.
No, I didn't get in trouble. He's passed out. He's asleep.
No, not you. Not you. I was talking about that other guy.
Okay.
Well, I think that you really got the word out, Ashley. I mean, even to have DZ come in here and apologize to us after calling us both out our name, that's a big step.
Yes, girl.
Hey,
yes,
there may
girl.
there's a few more people in here that don't know what's going on. If you guys want to do a recap so everybody knows kind of what the live's about.
Okay, so yeah, there's a big creator on here. He goes by Rainbow, the Welding Salesman Rainbow, and he is our family predator. He has 8 victims under his belt. He has went as far as creating false sex offender documents about me. Let's see, and we're bringing awareness. You know, family CSA. It was he had done it to members on both sides of his family, male and female. You know, in this whole live, I didn't even bring up the fact that Mama caught him doing things to a dog. I didn't bring that up. There's just Anthony is just not a good person, and he's on this app attacking women and children for their actions. But he's a monster himself.
Yeah, there probably is more than 8.
Yes, there probably is more than 8. The words from Jennifer was, which I told y'all earlier, I can't see Butters doing what she was saying, but she said that he would get groups of girls to take their clothes off and stuff like that, and I got that recorded and put out on TikTok.
Yes, she did say the family
Yes,
dog.
I did say a family dog. Hold on. No one else would have been able to catch this, but I'm gonna go ahead and let my mama tell you guys. Mama, will you can you verify what you and Daddy caught Tony doing in the yard with the dog?
You gonna put me on there?
Yes.
He was
Just say the putting what in his mouth.
putting the thing in his mouth. You know what I mean, Ashley? Talking about Ashley Ramey.
You gotta go.
Goober.
No, you gotta go into detail now. What kind of dog was it? Like, what was the breed?
It was a little bitty dog. It was what was it? What did Granny have, Tiffany? Chihuahua. We walked outside and caught him. You know what?
Like some Jeffrey Dahmer stuff, man.
Yeah, that's what I was
That's
just
sick.
Small
Yeah,
thing.
small dog too. Yeah, I'm his stepmom, and I don't claim him. No, I don't. I didn't when I was married to I'm still married to my husband. He's passed, and I love him. I love my husband with all my heart. But he was a shitty ass son. He came to our house at 3:00 in the morning now, and I wasn't gonna get out of bed. And something told me to get up, and I got up. He was in there raising hell with his daddy, saying, "Why didn't you come look for us? Why didn't you come try to see us?" And oh boy, I let him borrow. Real, let me tell you, every word came out of my mouth was a cuss word.
Hey, Aunt Janice,
And I
I'm ready.
mean, his daddy had his. Hey, I love you. I mean, his daddy. I mean, he had stage 4 cancer, colon, rectum, liver, lungs. And he's been dead to be 6 months. The 5th. And he was not welcome to come to the funeral home. His daddy told me before he passed, he said, Tony is not Anthony is not welcome to come to the funeral home when I pass. Excuse me. It's sorry. He tried to his sister and his cousins like that. I wish Ashley had told me. I wish Ashley had told me. I could have done something. I could have done something. And no, his daddy didn't know nothing about nothing like this. If he did, his daddy would, they don't tell him what he would have done. And he's still out here in this world, probably doing the same shit over and over. And my husband's gone. And he gets by with every damn thing. He needs to go to prison. And I hope he's listening. I hope he's listening to me. You ain't nothing but never mind. Get it. I don't need to say them words.
No, bless her heart.
Now, if that right there doesn't stop people in their tracks, I don't know what will.
And by the way, y'all, my mama did not raise me. My granny raised me. So when I said I told my parent, I told my grandmother. Just to verify, mama, did my granny not raise me?
Her granny raised her. I used to be on.
It don't matter what it don't matter anything about what my mama done in her past. It don't matter.
That's right.
Ain't nobody
No,
can say
they
anything
don't.
about my mama. I'm the only person that can say anything about my mama. Period. At the
Actually,
end of the day, it don't matter what
Ashley,
she
give your
did.
mama a hug for me. Tell her I love her.
Who's that?
That's Brady. He said he
Oh,
loves you.
hey, Brady. I love you.
Love you too, Janice.
No.
Where's Serena at?
She's right here.
I love you, Serena.
I love you too, Aunt Janice. Aunt Janice.
Ain't
Aunt
Janice.
Janice.
Alrighty, guys.
Hey, what did you say February, January 21st used to be?
January 21st.
My birthday, January 21st.
Alrighty, guys. Well, I'm gonna get off this live. I love each and every one of you so much, and please show my family some support. And if you guys need someone to talk to, you can message anybody. I mean, we're all here for everybody.
Yep, we are.
Absolutely.
Oh, hey, hold on, guys. Jessica is here.
Butter's
Hold
wife.
on. I was gonna get off live, but Jessica wants to come up in a box.
I think she wanted to
Jessica.
clear Butter's name.
Jessica.
Hey,
Hey,
can you even
Lovey.
hear me?
Yes, ma'am. We can hear you.
You know I've never done this before.
I know you ain't.
No, I do want to clear Butter's name because you know how protective I am of my husband.
Yes, ma'am.
Butter didn't. I don't know what that whole conversation with Jennifer was about, but Butter was dating Ashley at the time, which was confirmed earlier in this live. And
Yeah.
I've been sitting here and I figured you'd bring up that recording from Jennifer. And I wanted to set the record straight that my husband had no involvement in any of this. For the people who don't know, my husband is the welding salesman's brother. And I just want to set the record straight for my husband that he had no involvement in this whatsoever. And that, you know how we don't have words for that, all of this. And it's hard.
Yes, ma'am. It is hard.
And, it's just a lot to process.
Yes, ma'am.
So I know that the recording of Jennifer is kind of going around, but I felt the need to at least talk on behalf of my husband that he is not in support of any behavior in that nature.
And I'm also here to support Butters as well. I know that Butters would not do what Jennifer had said. And tell my brother I love him very much. And tell him I'm sorry I texted him and put it on the tiki-talkie, but he would be the only person besides Aunt Chrissy to say yes, that they did come and see Daddy every other weekend because he's his brother. He was right there.
Yeah.
I'd tell him.
Says hello.
But yes, anybody that's watching, Butters had no part in whatever Anthony was doing. And I'm pretty sure, I'm hoping that more stories are going to come out. We did find, Ashley found a picture of one of Anthony's girlfriends, Michelle. I don't really know what her last name is. We're still going to be, trying to find other people
It's
that.
actually it's a picture of Ashley and Matt.
Ashley, Matt, and
Ashley,
Tony.
Matt, Tony, and whoever the other girl was. Whoever Tony was with.
Yes,
and then I
Jessica
found a
is
picture
a
of Matt
in a different way.
around
Yes, she
when
is.
they.
Yeah, yeah.
Hey,
The way
Tashley, you
I
can put that
interpreted
picture in Google. You can drop that picture in Google and see if there's a face match on it.
Alrighty, guys.
Cool images. We're all
the way I interpreted that phone call was that she was trying to say that Anthony was trying to get his brother to engage and that he wouldn't. That was my impression of the phone call that she was giving. And it made me feel like that she was the actual girl.
Right.
That maybe there was a flirtation that was going on and that Anthony was like trying to include him and he wasn't going for it. But she had heard that there had been other situations like that where maybe he was trying to get a brother to like the way that he had those text messages. That's the way I took that she meant.
Yeah, and with brother's story, the story he just told, it was saying
Yes.
that.
Right. That was just my impression. I didn't take it
Yeah,
as
I
she was
just
saying
think,
that his brother did anything. That I didn't get that
right.
impression.
I think it's also like there's so much left up to the imagination and interpretation through the internet and through
Yeah.
how things are perceived. And so,
Mm-hmm.
especially, I'm going to stand up for my husband in that situation because anyone who knows him knows that would never be something that would ever happen. And
But like
so,
you said, people interpret it. People are going to be like, "Well, how do you really know?" Well, that lady's when she said all that, I never got the impression that that's what she was saying. Not at all.
Jessica, do you talk to Candace at all? Like, do you have a relationship with her since your husband and her husband are brothers?
I have met her less than a handful of times, but I've only met Tony less than a handful of times.
Okay, I just wasn't sure what the dynamic was with her, whatnot. Um, uh, I would say that there definitely is a concern with everything that we're hearing, his background. There's definitely a very big concern, if you know where I'm going with this, of his own.
Yep.
Yeah, I've been listening to the live and reading the comments.
And so the kiddo that has a disability, is the kiddo verbal? Do we know at all? Or is it, because I know his child has special needs. I just didn't know if his child was verbal or not verbal.
I can't report much on his children. I don't know them.
Okay. Well,
I can only confirm that I've probably seen Ashley Ramey, Ashley Smith, and Tiffany, and everybody probably more, is what I would say.
Yeah, and it's an unfortunate situation that it's like you're never gonna know if something has happened until one of the kids says something, and it's an unfortunate situation. It really is. The goal is always to try to keep it from happening to somebody else, and there are other women that have come out, right, Ashley? There's other women that have come out saying that he's been sending explicit photos.
Yes, ma'am.
So I mean, so when he does his videos, he has a bondage sign in the back.
Neon
Bondage sign, and with the woman's hands behind her back. To me, that's weird. That is fucking weird. Why do you have that? Because in my thought, right, it's like, why do you have that back there? The reposts, like he reposts videos that are just not okay. Then he makes videos of women's responses to him licking his lips and making him grunting. And Ashley, he deleted that video, remember?
Yeah.
The last one, and I have it, Anthony, to record it. I showed it to my husband, by the way. And it was just disgusting, and it just shows like a pattern of behavior to me.
Yeah.
Like you're definitely capable of doing what people are saying that you did. It just makes it more obvious.
And doing thirst traps on TikTok's a little weird.
He's so worried about what his kids are gonna see, though, right? The internet's forever, right? But you're gonna do that so your daughters can see you doing that?
Yeah.
Seems odd. All right, guys. Hey, I'm gonna get off of here. I'm gonna go in there and spend some time with my family. I love each and every one of you so very much. Thank you for coming and supporting my family tonight. It has meant the world to us, for real. I love y'all.
We love y'all too.
Good night, you guys.
Good night.
Love you.
Bye, everybody.
Good night. My family tonight. It has meant the world. Love y'all.
We love y'all too.
Good night, you guys.
Everybody.
Good night, y'all.
We love y'all too.